What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Brass, aka Raps Truth Seeker, and you are now rocking with Facts and Conspiracies. Let me talk to you real quick, real brief. Ooh, today and yesterday, I've learned something. I learned something. It is Satan's intent to make you want to doubt God. That's his whole thing. He wants you to doubt God. And I've been tried, y'all. I've been tried. And I've been tried in ways where people have come at me from a perspective of wealth, a perspective of ideals. And it's not just, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm some victim being hit and the people are bothering. No, I'm just saying, like, I've noticed a lot of people have a lot of knowledge, but they don't have no, like, bottom line understanding. It's just very much a vortex. It sucks in all of this stuff, but it has no ending. And when there's no ending, no understanding or conclusive understanding, or you got something that can accept a lie, and, I stand on Jesus is the truth, the way, the life. That's where I stand. But you got a lot of people that don't like that. Now, if you're somebody that believes in God and you believe in Jesus Christ and you follow Jesus Christ, don't back down because people are hopping up on you and they have differences in beliefs. You're supposed to stand on your beliefs. If everybody just bends because somebody else came with some friction, then daggone, we wouldn't have much of anything in this world. So stand on what you believe on, okay? But now, outside of that, I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here to just drop some evidence for you real quick. So, did you ever consider that the North Star is actually God's throne room? Yeah, that just came from left field, right? Okay. Did you ever consider that the importance of the North Star is the fact that it's actually God's throne room? Listen to me. I never actually thought about this until now. Why would the North Star be so important in the Bible? I don't know. It just keeps coming. No matter what language you translate the Bible into, no matter how many times you talk about it in a different Bible, no matter where it is, it's always of great importance. You ever notice that? It's always of great importance. And whoever is into astrology, the North Star is very important to people in astrology. There's a particular focus about that particular star, and there's a reason for that. It almost seems like all the other stars are circling around it like it's in worship. Don't take my word for it, though, as some people might tell you, I'm just a country boy who's just lost and just talking, right? Just talking out the side of my neck. Maybe I'm not saying much, but I'll let this lady explain to you. I'm gonna let her go in because the way she broke it down, the way she breaks down everything is always so great. It's just great how she does what she do. So I'm gonna let her talk. I'm gonna stop right here because I don't know nearly as much as she does on this, but everything she points out is scriptural. So it's like you can find this same stuff. So what you do, you go look too, okay? And so you don't believe that somebody's just pulling it out the side of their neck. All right. Love, peace, 9. I'm about to focus on this road.
The North Star is God's throne room. This also proves flat biblical Earth. First off, we know Polaris has never moved. The Georgia Guidestones prove that also. And if for some reason you're still not sold on that, Starfinders. This is a double-sided planisphere. Both the north and the southern hemispheres work off of Polaris being the center point. And this gets even wilder when you start working in verses from scripture. As always, ran it through my favorite Bible app, Haven. If you love theorizing and making connections, this is your app. You can put any theory into it and it'll tell you whether or not it's biblically sound. So in Revelation, the throne room is described as looking like jasper and sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne in sight like unto an emerald. This is Polaris through a telescope. Look at the colors and also look at what this looks like. That is an eye if I've ever seen one. I asked Haven to use the Book of Enoch as well for references, and it says, I saw the dwelling place of the pole star, which is set over the earth. And right before this, he described seeing the throne of God. A standard starfinder or planisphere makes it undeniable that Polaris is the center point of this flat earth. But the smoking gun, go look up antique compasses. You'll have a hard time finding one that doesn't have a green or a blue crystal in the center. Look at Polaris again. You have the green, the purple, just like in the Bible. And then check the color of the northern lights. right around where Polaris sits. Some of you guys probably remember when I took this off of the planisphere and drew both sides, and this is how I realized that it was an eye. Well, these are also indicators of the slope of the dome, which is why if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're not going to be able to see Polaris as well. If that still isn't getting your gears turning, this is the inside of a circus tent. Think of it like that. And then think back to the Old Testament, all of the talk about the tent. The eye, or the throne room, sits at the top of the tent. Makes something like this, or this make a lot more sense. And would you look at this one, and then when you consider that it matches the description of God's throne room, it makes all the more sense that that's where God watches us from. This is a throne angel. They have eyeballs on them because throne is linguistically related to eye. The world we live in is pure magic and absolutely beautiful because of God. The occult takes divine concepts such as God's eye and twists them. Let me know if you guys have anything to add or if you made any additional connections.